Hello and welcome to another episode of your show Medical Talk at the Asma Diabetes Institute. I'm Dr. Mohammed Al. A new episode spotlighting the outstanding initiatives of Asma Diabetes Institute, featuring the dedicated divisions, the collaborative efforts, and the exceptional group of specialists committed to improve the lives of those affected by diabetes. In today's episode, we will be discussing with our guests on of the great courses given by Asma Diabetes Institute to an important part of the society, which are the young adults aged from 15 to 18 years old. This program is called WICKED. We will know more about the WICKED course with our guest, Dr. Asma Al Turkait, the WICKED team leader at Asma Diabetes Institute, to answer as many questions as we can right after this break.
The Asma Diabetes Institute, DDI, was established by His Highness Sheikh Jabal Ahmed Al-Sabah and the Kuwait Foundation for the Advancement of Science to combat diabetes in Kuwait. Its mission is to address the diabetes epidemic through research, prevention, training, and education. DDI aims to be the leading diabetes institute in the Middle East and North Africa region and internationally, focusing on understanding and combating diabetes through innovative platforms and multidisciplinary clinical care, including education on lifestyle, nutrition, and clinical skills. Their translational research integrates various specialties, moving from lab to patient care and back.
Effective blood sugar management is crucial for diabetes patients to prevent serious complications like cardiovascular disease, nerve damage, and kidney failure. Maintaining blood sugar within a target range through diet, exercise, and medication reduces these risks and enhances overall quality of life. Managing blood sugar levels also empowers patients to lead active, fulfilling lives without constant fear of blood sugar swings. The role of medical institutions such as Asma Diabetes Institute plays a major role in such education for patients from all age groups by providing essential knowledge and skills through different educational courses, helping patients monitor their blood sugar, adjust insulin doses, and make informed lifestyle choices, fostering independence and confidence. We are honored to have with us in the studio Dr. Asma Al Turkait. Dr. Asma, welcome to Medical Talk.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I want to ask you about the WICKED team.
Okay.
First of all, can you explain what is WICKED?
Okay. So
because it sounds very interesting.
Yes. So wicked, it's mean, if you look it up in the dictionary, it means like pure evil. But if you look at in the slang or informal slang, it means that excellent. So it has two meanings: the positive and the negative. So, and here we are using it as a positive, let's say, word for our people who are living with diabetes. And that word, usually we take it from that program, we take it or we adapt it initially from the UK. It was started from 2012 in the UK, and we have adapted in Kuwait in Dasman Institute. If you want me to talk throughout the journey of how we adapted, I'm happy to.
So is it like a mnemonic?
Yeah, it is a minimum.
So what's the W stand for?
Yeah, sorry. So W stands for working, and then the I stands for insulin. The C stands for carbohydrates. The K stands for ketones, and E stands for exercise, and then the D is diabetes. So working with insulin, carbs, ketone, exercise to manage diabetes. So we work with all these aspects in order for the patient to self-manage their diabetes.
Interesting. So what is the purpose of this course, and why is it important in your opinion?
Okay. So the purpose of this course, it was initially launched here in Dasman in 2022 with a main aim that the young people with type 1 diabetes. So as you know, there are type 1 and type 2 diabetes. So this course is targeting type 1 diabetes, is to let them live with diabetes and self-manage it freely without having this fear of adjusting the doses of their insulin. So they will be self-dependent in managing their condition. So instead of waiting 3 or 4 months for the doctor appointments or for appointment with an educator or dietitian, they will have all these knowledge that they can freely, let's say, adjust their blood sugar based on several things that it will be taught during the course. And the main for this age group, because this program is mainly for those who are aged between 15 up to 18 years old. So we want them to share their experiences in a group, in a peer-supported environment. Because most important with this challenging age group is that, you know, it's known that it's a neglected age because they are being transferred from peds to adults clinics. So mostly this age, we call it it's a neglected age. So they need to have more focus, more attention. So we are targeting this age group, particularly this 3-4 years of high school adolescents with all its challenges, because we know that it is a neglected age, and we want to collect this age group, bring them together as a group so that they can share and value their experiences of having diabetes type 1. And it's all about that they have to share their knowledge and learn from each other, under, of course, the therapeutic environment where we as educator dietitians who are running the course, supervising them and guiding them until they reach, let's say, their let's say the adulthood with less complication, because this age group, it has a lot of complication in terms of eating out. They want to be similar to their peers. They want to do
it's quite challenging.
It's quite challenging.
Yeah, quite challenging. And it's important that they get the information from the right sources.
Right sources, exactly.
So tell me about the launch of this idea and who behind it, basically.
Okay. So first of all, here in Dasman, we have 3 educational programs. The mother program is the Daphne, which is those adjustments for normal eating. This is usually targeting age group 18 and above. Okay, it was Daphne. And it started at the very early beginning. It was like in Germany, and then the UK, and then a team from Dasman, they went there and adapted by the lead of Dr. Iba Al-Azeri and Ms. Juman Al-Kandiri, and now they establish a well-established unit. since 2009 or 10. I believe the first course was in 2010. And then later on, they started what we call a kickoff. Kickoff, it's kids in control of food, which is the age group is that 11 up to 15. So there is a gap between the 15 and the 18. And the kickoff also, it's also a self-educational program where they teach parents as well as the kids the same concepts. And so we came in the middle so that to bridge, we form a bridge between these two educational programs, what we call the transitional phase. So we want to ease the transition from pediatric clinics into the adulthood clinic for all this age group, which are the people with type 1 diabetes. So the three of them is for type 1, but each targets, and the information, if you look at the curriculum, it's similar because it's from the same source. All of them, they are adapted from the UK, but each you need to target certain needs. The peds, they have certain needs, adolescents, they have certain needs, and also the adults.
I'm sure it's quite challenging, but we got more to ask, but we have to take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're still talking in the studio to Dr. Asma Al Turkait. Dr. Asma, before the break, we were talking about the WICKED program. The question is, who can actually join the course?
So anybody who is between age 15 and up to 18 years old living with type 1 diabetes. So we have to be 100% sure that the patient is type 1 diabetes, which means that he is on insulin, whether insulin pens, which is called multiple daily insulins, MDI,
insulin dependent.
Yes, or insulin dependent, or also insulin pump. We recently started to accept insulin pump, and they should be really wanted to change their lifestyle with diabetes, because we have many coming in for the interviews and they say, no, I don't want to join. The teen themselves. So the teen, him or herself, must want to join the program.
That must be the very challenging point to get them accept or basically approved for it. Now, just in brief, can you describe the course and the frequency?
So regarding the course, it's actually a 5-day course where we run it in Dasman in the evening time from 4 to 9. First, at the very first pilot, we tried to do it in the morning, but it failed. And we tried to do it during the school days also, it failed, because they come from the school and then directly to the course, which is 4 to 9. And it failed because they will not be able to concentrate. So we decided, okay, from now on, we will do it in the summer. So it's always, we run the WICKED courses during the summertime from 4 to 10. And it's to be a practical, it's only 4 days educational, full of many sessions. But one day we have a break where in the middle of the week where we are taking them to the bowling center so that they can play. We play bowling with them, with the participants, and then they can see the effect of the exercise on their blood sugar. So it's full of interactive activities, because we don't want it to be as like formal, and it's not lecture, it's not a school, and it's, as I say in the beginning, it's all about sharing experience. We hear and we learn from them more than we learn, they are learning from us, because it's a two-way. Because I always say to them, and we always say to them, that you are living with diabetes, you have more experience than us. We learn it by book, we learn it by studies, but they learn it by living with them every minute in their life.
Exactly.
So that's why we love them. We love to hear from them. We love to see how they are dealing with it, more than giving them just a theory.
Exactly.
So it's a 5 days, as I said, with a midday break from 4 to 9 in Dasman. We have many sessions regarding during the course, we usually avoid medical terminology. It's really friendly based course where we use, of course, we deliver it in Arabic, in Kuwaiti language, so that they feel freely, they are not at school. And then we give them several sessions regarding the carb counting, where we have some sponsored food from certain companies that they can carb count during the day of the course, and then they can see actually, because 4 to 9 it's really long period of time, so we have to have some break.
Yes.
So for that purpose, instead of giving them break and do nothing, no, we said, okay, we will eat dinner or lunch together, where you can apply what you learned in terms of carb counting throughout the week.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you are using their language.
Yes.
It's easier for them to comprehend and understand what you're saying, basically, instead of being so formal. Plus, it's fun. You go into the bowling alley, so it's fun. That's fine. I want to ask you about the parents' role.
Yeah.
Are they involved in any way?
Yes, they are involved. Actually, before the course, so the course is 5 days. A week or sometimes 2 weeks prior to the course, we set a parents meeting. So our 2 or 1 hour meeting with the parents of those who are participating, so that we explain to them the course, what are the expectations, regarding the timetable, when they are, what's expected. And usually we tell them during this week, leave your kids for us. It's our responsibility now, take a break, because in this age group especially, we noticed that the parents, they keep following them up. Have you taken your insulin? Did you put the alarm, etc.? So they are like very close, following them up, to the extent that the teen gets to the level that they are fed up. They don't want to do it anymore.
Yes, absolutely.
So we tell them, leave them for us, take a break in this week, so that we can follow them up during that week. And after that, during the follow-ups, after the course, there are several follow-ups as well with us, because the success of any program, it's not the 5 days, it's the follow-up after that, because it's a life, it's a chronic phase of the patient, of a condition that they need to live with it, that requires close monitoring.
Wonderful. We got more questions for you, but we have to take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're still talking to Dr. Asma Al Turkait. Dr. Asma, before the break, we were talking about the Wicked program. I want to circle back on the lunch.
Yeah.
If you can just give me a brief on the training the staff had to go through before that.
Yeah, okay, yes. So this is a very important question. Regarding the launch, we launched it first in 2022. But beforehand, there was, of course, a training. So two dietitians, actually, Ms. Ghadir Khalifa and Daniel Babtain, went to the UK in Sheffield Hospital, and right before COVID. So it's like around 2018, and came back. They observed the course there and see what the course is all about in practice for the full 5 days, and then came back. Of course, we were hit by the COVID, so
there was a pause.
In time for everything. So we came back, and then we started again translating the materials, putting it all together, seeing what fits to our culture. Because in the UK, they teach a lot of things that do not fit actually here in our culture. So we have to take things out. We have to, of course, translate it into Arabic, design the whole new material. Even the logo, it was rebranded to, let's say, to represent Kuwait more than, or let's say Arabic culture more than the UK culture.
Yeah, it's more related to the Kuwaiti culture and the Arabic culture, absolutely.
Yes, and then we started the very first pilot course in February, 19th February 2022.
That was the pilot.
That was the pilot. And then the same year, the summer, in June, we started the second pilot for the boys. First was for girls, and then for boys. We run it usually segregated, boys versus girls, because we believe this age is usually it's better, so that they can more, let's say, speak freely and more comfortable. Is that to segregate them? And then since that time, we started running those courses every summer. We usually run it in a capacity of 1 course per month. every summer from June to September.
So we're talking about like 3 months?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah, June or July, August, September.
And it happens like 5 days?
5 days, only 1 week,
Yeah.
and 1 week per month.
1 week per month.
Because we are a small team, still we are growing up.
No,
so yeah,
So you're dividing the patients or the candidates or the attendees in groups?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And the group is like the maximum capacity is 8 and the minimum is 6.
Wonderful.
So very small group so that we can focus on them and managing them, and also they can let's say feel not it's like a lecture or in a classroom.
Absolutely. Dr. Asma, in your opinion, what's the expected outcomes that we anticipate from this program?
From my opinion,
Yes.
or from the team opinion, we are hoping that we can improve the quality of life of this age group. We want them just to accept the fact that they are living with type 1 diabetes, because at this age group, everybody starts to compare and to eat between each other. So they will say, why do I have to take, even if they are like long time diagnosed, since 2 or 3 years old, being diagnosed and reaching adolescence age, they start to have this questions. Why do I have to inject insulin? I want to go out with my friends. I want to take food without the insulin. So here comes the comparison, as well as the fact of the body image, because they don't want to take insulin in case it might lead to weight gain. They start to, let's say, omitting some of the doses. All these issues that they come across during this adolescent's life, we want just to tell them that it's okay, you have to have diabetes, but you need to accept it and look around you, because there are some peers your peers, they have the same issue, same problems, and they are dealing with it. So that's why even in the course, when we bring a lot of guests to them, people who have type 1 diabetes, who are athletes or who are like having high positions, like they reach really good positions in Kuwait, and despite the fact they have type 1 diabetes, they reach whatever goal they want. So the most important is that mentally to accept this, let's say, condition and to live with it, of course. So in terms of what's the expected outcomes, usually we want them to accept the fact they are living with diabetes, because when they observe, in terms of when they come to the course with their peers and they know that each one of them faced similar issues and they are not alone, they can better manage their diabetes. So it's mainly improving their quality of life. This is number one expected outcome. And then the second, of course, the improvement in their hemoglobin A1C, which is, we call it the clinical outcomes. So their blood sugar, and then their time in range, in which we measure it usually when they have their Libre, their sensors on. And the third thing, the most important thing also, is the admission, their hospital admission. Will this education help them to reduce the number of admission into the hospitals or not? Because mostly if you do not know how to manage your diabetes, you will be more prone to many hypos, which is low blood sugars, or hypers that can lead to what we call it a DKA, or diabetic ketoacidosis, because if it's not managed well, which leads to hospital admissions.
Exactly. So how do you measure or evaluate the outcomes?
Of course, this can be done throughout the follow-ups, whether it's through questionnaires usually, or also through the lab tests and taking the medical history, so that we can know at each point or each follow-up encounter, did they have these issues or not? So we will know, did the course improve their quality of life, reduce hospital admissions, reduce their A1C or not?
And lastly, how can somebody join the course?
Okay. So anybody, we have a contact number, that they can join us, speak to us directly through it, and also it's connected to the WhatsApp, where if they have anybody who have a teen that's from 15 to 18 years old can join us with type 1 diabetes, or through Desman, they can report to the clinical administration team here. They can contact them and approach them myself and tell them that they would like to join the course. Of course, usually, as I said, we run it only through the summer. So sometimes if you apply early in after summer, you have to wait until the next summer until we run out those courses.
Absolutely.
But they are welcome also, any healthcare provider, any doctors who have healthcare professionals who have any cases that he would like or candidates to refer to us, also they are more than welcome to contact the clinical admin team.
I will
or the or the number which is 222-6007.
And that's also on the WhatsApp.
And it's also via WhatsApp. They can contact us.
Well, Dr. Asma Al Turkait, thank you so much for all the valuable information that you shared with us. And good luck with the program, with the Wicked program.
Inshallah.
And to more success.
Inshallah. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you very much. Dear viewers, we still have more to show you, but right after the short break, stay with us. The Medical Fitness Center in Desman Medical Institute promotes a healthy lifestyle through the delivery of scientifically designed fitness program via personal training, group studio classes, aqua classes, and open gym. This fitness center serves the role in helping patients with diabetes have a better quality of life and preventing more medical complications. Therefore, it is essential for patients with diabetes to enroll in some physical exercises. Before that, it is important to consult a fitness specialist to provide the best and most suitable exercising for them. Let's watch this report.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I'm from the Asma Diabetes Institute from Medical Fitness Center. So I'm an exercise specialist, and today I would like to share to you about home flexibility exercises. So this will talk about stretching while you are in your house. So we're going to stretch those major muscles in our body. So what are the benefits of this one? So the first benefit is we can do this exercise very easy and conveniently inside your house. So we don't need to go outside, we don't need to go to the gyms, but we can do it conveniently into your house. And at the same time also, we will be getting active. We will gonna avoid tightness on your muscles. And by doing this, we can able to do the exercise properly. So the first thing I will teach you is the quad stretch. So the quad stretch, of course, we're gonna need some support. You can do it on the behind the chair or beside the chair or anything that you can hold on so that you will have a good balance. So we will gonna just stretch the quad muscles. This is the front of your knees, and then we're gonna bend your knees and then hold it properly. So the duration of the stretching, you can hold it 10 to 15 seconds by 2 sets. Okay, the next one, stretching exercise, it will be the hamstring stretch. So we'll need to use the chair, or we can do it standing. So standing, we just need to extend our hips and then extend also the knees. Try to touch your toes and then hold it for 10 seconds and 10 seconds, and we can do it for 2 sets. Another thing is you can do it in a seated position using the chair. So just sit down, just extend your knees, and then try to reach your toes as much as possible. So you can do it also by 10 to 30 seconds by 2 sets. Okay, the third one is to stretch the chest, okay, chest muscles. Okay, we just need to do standing. What we need to do, just spread your arms like this, and then we're gonna move it close and back, close and backward. So this will help you to stretch all the tight muscles on your pectorals or on your chest muscles, which you can able to do some exercises without any tightness on your chest. So the duration will be like 10 seconds to 15 seconds or maximum 30 seconds by 2 sets. Next one will be the intercostal muscles, which you can find on your ribs, in between your ribs bone. So this is a side bending exercise. We can do it in the seated position, using the chair or standing position. It's very easy. You just need to stand or seated properly. Just move your body on the other one side and then hold it 10 to 15 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds maximum. Then also the other side, 10 to 30 seconds, it's maximum time for 2 sets. The next one will be the seated position, which you will stretch your upper back, and also you can stretch your lower back at the same time. So we're gonna do it on a seated position. Okay, both elbows and both hands should be up. Close your hands at the back of your head, and then you're gonna bend down and then move back slowly, and then bend down and then move back again. And this you should hold it for 10 to 30 seconds. So if you feel tired in between of the exercises, you can pause for a while for 1 to 2 minutes and then continue doing this. And also a good thing to do is to start this with a warm-up. Like you can do some marching plays, like marching, not vigorous, but as low impact warm-up only for 1 to 2 minutes. If you can do it more than 5 is the maximum, then you can proceed to the exercise. So that's it. I hope you enjoy those stretching exercises, and I hope you get healthy and stronger every day. Thank you.
Well, that's it for our show today. Hope you enjoyed it. Until we see you again, please stay safe and stay healthy.